Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Rome Floyd Chamber Small Business Spotlight. I'm Roger Manus with Rome Business Radio, and we are broadcasting from the Hardy Realty Studios, and we work in cooperation with the Rome News Tribune. We are joined from the chamber today by Thomas Kislett. Hey, Thomas.
Hey, Roger.
What's going on?
Good to see you. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Shining.
Yep. And we are in our Zoom room. Would you mind going around the room there, Thomas, and introducing us to our guest today on the Small Business Spotlight?
Sure. Today we have three guests. We have here Taisha Ladle and Barbara Reeves from the Courtyard Marriott in Rome. We have Rachel Newman, one of our newest members, with Lazarus Wellness. And then we have Richard David with David Concrete. So it's going to be an exciting group. You know, we have different types of businesses, and that's always challenging, but it's always fun. You know, we try to find out where the synergies are and where we can connect everybody. Yeah,
that's the point of Rome Business Radio, is to build relationships, but also let people share their stories. And sometimes we do find unusual connections here. And we do call it the Small Business Spotlight, but Richard at Wayne Davis Concrete, you guys are actually very, very big. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
So let's just maybe quickly go around the room here. Let's start downtown Rome at the Courtyard Rome Riverwalk. Taisha, you're the general manager there. And Barbara, welcome to the show. Just tell us a little bit about yourselves and what would be your first pitch when telling people about your great hotel and its location.
All right. Well, I'm Taisha. I've been with Marriott for going on 18 years, and I've been here for going on 3. The hotel opened March 27th of 2018, so we are getting ready to hit 3 years. And I've moved my whole family here, so we have are now Romans, and I have 2 little ones, 9 and 5. So things are great in our world. But this is the Courtyard, and this is Barbara Reeves, our senior sales manager. And I'll let Barbara's been here longer than I have, so I'll let Barbara tell a little bit about herself and then introduce the hotel.
My husband and I moved here 18 years ago. But we live on a piece of property that was purchased in 1936 by my husband's grandfather. So we love it. We love Rome. We love raising our kids here. We have 3, ranging from 19 to 32. Love the hotel. Love all the people that we get to meet on a daily basis that come through the hotel. And we just have a great community. I love the support that we get I like the opportunities we get to be out in the community and doing things and bringing them and hosting them here at the hotel.
So our hotel, Roger, is 124 rooms, 7 meeting spaces, and we have experienced the world of COVID last year that put a big old monkey wrench in our lives. We've changed the way that we do business, from cleaning supplies to staffing, and it was a huge challenge, but we made through and was able to stay consistent as much as possible and stay afloat through 2020. So 2021 for us is looking really good, as long as, everything keeps going the way it is currently. But between myself and Barbara, we've been here since March 13th when it was all happening, and this is like my partner in crime here at the hotel. We went from 55 associates down to 5 as soon as COVID hit. So we're just now able to start bringing everyone back in August. And we're currently only down about 8 positions now to get back to full staff here at the hotel. So the business is still coming in with all of the industries and industrial things that are around us. They're starting to, come back. So it's been a blessing, and we're able to stay out here in the community and still do our part for what we can do currently. So with some of our food waste and things of that nature, we were able to help out a couple of shelters around. So just, again, giving back as much as we can and helping where we can to keep the business within Rome.
We're also able to take our reclaimed laundry, our towels, and our sheets that we can no longer use and give them to the homeless shelter. And we gave them to a church, Megan Tricklow. Yeah, her church. They were trying to get 100 sheets and comforters. for 180 families, and we were able to help them fulfill that goal.
Wow. So trying to find positive ways to still contribute despite the downturn in business. Good for you guys. Thank you so much. Rachel Newman, quick introduction from you, please, over at Lazarus Tribe Wellness. This is about this. You talk about COVID, anxiety. This is where you guys can help.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Roger. Essentially, we are a health and wellness practice that specializes in mental wellness and stress reduction. So I'm here to help all of you hardworking professionals just do what you do better and do it the best you can, and to better deal with stress that we all have pop up in our daily lives.
And Thomas mentioned you're a new member of the chamber. How long have you guys been open?
Yeah. So since about June, when I really launched our business, I've had previous experience in the mental health field and have been helping people tell their stories and process different things that they've been through over the last year, helping with books and things like that. And then I've just really begun to focus more on the wellness side of things, our mental health, holistic health. And I'm a Rome native. I grew up in Rome. I'm a graduate of Armurchie High School and left for a few years and then came back and have 4 children, all between my husband and I. So I'm happy to be here. Happy to be a part of the chamber. It's been wonderful just in the past month, not even quite a month, and had some great opportunities to meet some wonderful people in our community.
See, we start this show, Thomas, we talked about trying to find connections. You know, I went to Armurchie for first grade.
Really? Awesome.
Way back when. I don't want to tell you how old. Now, Richard Davis at Wayne Davis Concrete, you're in a much different position. This is a family business from way back. So you guys have been entrenched for a while. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We've been in business this year. Will be 50 years in the ready-mix business. It's a family-owned company. And I currently serve as the president of the company. I've been here 33 years. So,
you've been there 33 years.
Yes, sir. Our home office is in Tallahassee, Georgia, and we opened a plant in Rome out on Cave Springs Highway inside the Martin Marietta Rock Quarry in January. This is our 14th location.
Yeah, I visited your website briefly. You've got a tremendous amount of locations. And how many employees?
We have about 225 employees throughout the company, and we have 14 ready-mix plants. 12 of them are currently open. 2 of them are still closed here not from COVID, but from the downturn back in 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Depends on how long you thought you were down. So.
And I jokingly asked you earlier, but I am serious. What's the difference between concrete and cement?
Cement is the product that is manufactured to create concrete. It's a substance that causes it to get hard and set up. So the cement is added with rock and sand and water to create your product. That's what we poured the Marriott Courtyard in Rome a few years ago from our location in Rome, Georgia.
So you poured the concrete that built the hotel.
Yes, sir.
Look at that connection.
Got that connection.
We appreciate it.
So, but yes, we've served part of the Rome community for a number of years. We've been in Rock Mart since 1993, but we started our presence in the Floyd County in January of this year. So.
Are there any challenges to a family-owned business? Do you have like a lot of relatives around you?
Well, we're part of this. I'm part of the second generation, and we're training the third generation now to take the business over in a few years. So, yes, sir, it has its challenges. But everybody has to learn to get along. We have probably about 6 or 7 family members throughout the company in different areas.
So was this started by your father?
It started by my uncle and his wife in 1971 here in Tallahassee, Georgia. And he passed away in 87, since that time, 89, excuse me. He passed away. So we've grown the company from 3 plants in 89 to the current 14 plants.
Well, I would say this does not make medical sense, but it sounds like concrete runs in your veins.
Almost, yes, sir. His children are all involved in the business. And I have 2 sons, and one of the other owners has 2 sons in the business.
So you just kind of grew up around it. Ladies over at the hotel, Courtyard Rome Riverwalk, what is your background? What made you want to get into hotel management or hospitality or whatever it's called, I guess, in the industry?
Yeah. So I went to school for hospitality, hotel and restaurant management. So this is where my money is invested. And back when faxing was okay for your resume, I graduated from college, and immediately I faxed my resume to every hotel in Atlanta. And finally, the Renaissance downtown gave me a call back, and I started out as a front desk agent, and I moved my way all the way around up to being a GM.
Good for you.
Yep.
Barbara?
And it's Barbara.
My background is sordid. My degree is in information systems. I was in the technology field and actually commuted and had to commute to Galleria and Alpharetta for 14 years.
Wow.
And when the hotel started being built, there was an opportunity for a sales position, and I just threw my hat in there, and they hired me and fell in love with the hotel and the people that work here, and just fell in love a little bit more with the Rome community, and have loved it. It's so much fun. We have a great team.
Right.
So.
And one of the things I like asking about on this podcast, Rachel, is people's backgrounds, because it is interesting to me. Some people know what they want to do right away, and they major in it in college, and they find their career path, and they're off. Some people are born into it, and it just becomes a family thing, like Richard alluded to. Like, what is your particular background? What takes you down the road of mental health and wellness?
Yeah. Well, when I was growing up, I always thought I was going to become a lawyer. That's what people told me, I guess, because I could argue really well. I don't know. But when I went to college, I ended up getting interested in psychology. And I think it was because I, was dealing with some of my own issues and things going on in mental health, and from my family and just stress of leaving home. I went to college about, 1,000 miles away from here, and I'm an only child. So it was kind of a big shift for me. And then as I got older, I had some chronic health problems, actually, due to an injury in college. And so I really just started exploring more natural ways to help myself deal with what was going on with me, because I had dreams and things I wanted to do. I wanted to, have a job and have a family and all of that. And so I just became very, very interested in our mental health in general, and how to help that, and how to help us thrive, not only just deal with when we're having things we would consider problems in our lives, but when we really just want to do a better job at what we are doing, and really be able to thrive and help others and be the best that we can be.
Yeah, Thomas, you weren't joking. This is a wide and varied group, but I guess that reflects the Chamber's membership. It runs across all business types, doesn't it?
That's right. That's right. That's the beauty of it, and, we are here to connect the dots, and, concrete and hotel, what do they have in common, right? But, there's the connection right there. Rachel also, Murphy right there. But Rachel, you're a Yale grad, is that right?
I am, Thomas, yes.
That's also a fantastic story, to tell. You always learn about people, and that gives you also that personal touch that the Chamber wants, to be involved in. And, every time I have a new member signing with us, I congratulate them and welcome them to the family, So we consider us a big family, and we just need to get to know each other, and then, find out each other needs and help out.
Yeah, Rachel.
That's what a family does.
Rachel, you might be the first Ivy League graduate we've had on the podcast. So, but the good news, speaking as a Georgia Bulldog, you're a Yale Bulldog, so good.
That's right. And did you know that the Georgia Bulldogs, they are Bulldogs because Yale is Bulldogs?
I was aware of that. The history from way back when. In fact, I often refer to Yale in conversation as the Georgia of the North.
Yeah. Well, it's very different. I will say that it's very, very different. Yeah. I have a well-rounded background. I had the privilege of going to Liberty University, the Christian University in Virginia, for my master's degree. So it was great to kind of have a little bit of both worlds there.
They're both a long way from our Murchie.
Very much so.
Hey,
yeah.
So Richard, obviously people understand the hotel business, and and Rachel's is kind of literally a hands-on business. In concrete, are you pitching all the time? Is that how, or are you now so entrenched where you just have regular customers that always come to you for their concrete needs? Or are you always out there trying to solicit new business? And how do you go about that in your industry?
We are always out there trying to solicit new business. A lot of it we can pick up on leads from building permits. There's a lot of construction reporting avenues that report where new construction projects are coming out. Like we pick up on a hotel off of what's called a Dodge or some other report that someone scheduled a construction project and what's going on. You learn who the bidders are and you get the information. So we have to get specs on the building and figure out what kind of mixes they want and either design them or use a standard mix we already have. So we have a wide range of people from different areas and backgrounds. So we have sales department, accounting, operations. We have a QC or quality assurance that helps design the mixes and reads all the specs. So we have a wide range of education and people in the business. So.
In your industry, are you kind of in a spot where you can kind of tell how the economy is doing? Because you're in construction, basically, you're in the concrete pouring business. Can you tell that things are about to pick up or things are about to turn down because of your connection to that type of industry?
We can gauge, what's going on from a construction standpoint when they're talking about how the home building is good now. General construction everybody seems to be busy, so we're hoping that'll continue through 21. We don't see a downturn right now. So.
Yeah. Did you have much of a hit during the pandemic, or were y'all still just kind of doing your thing?
We were considered essential business. So as long as we could get everybody stay healthy and would come to work, we continued to work throughout the process.
Yeah. Of course, the hotel, y'all really took a hit, because when everything shuts down and travel and conventions and events in downtown Rome. You mentioned that you took the hit, but you're starting to staff back up and you're pretty close. So I guess that's a good sign. Are y'all turning things around?
Yeah. So we're looking for a very, very active March and April, which is amazing to see. But yeah, like the industry, you'll hear of like some of my counterparts downtown and around like, hey, hotels are closing and I'm looking for a job. And we were very, very fortunate not to get to that point. We stayed about 30-40% full, which was great for us. But at the same time, I felt the pain from a lot of our other hotels in different areas. I'm originally from North Carolina, so I've spoken to some people in North Carolina. They're like, yeah, like we're just like running with one person doing everything. And I'm like, okay, we did it for about 2 months and my body's not cut out for that. So we had to either work hard or struggle later. So Barbara was able to, keep her relationships and connect with everyone. All the business that we had for 2020 that got canceled or replaced, we were able to replace it in 2021. We only had a handful that absolutely was like, we're done. We're going to cancel all the way around. We were able to work with everyone with contracts and all to, adjust and make it. So a lot of our business come from weddings as well. And a lot of the big weddings, came from a 200 person wedding to a 10. We were blessed to be able to bless another family that actually was able to have their wedding during the pandemic out on our patio overlooking the Usonala River. And it was really beautiful, small group. It was like, I think it was like maybe 15 people total. Mm-hmm. But we were able to still keep that memory and still be able to help someone to do that.
One of the things that's interesting, you mentioned weddings. We've had some people on the podcast before, and I've read this, and those people, hopefully, even though they might have postponed their weddings, they're still planning to get married. So 2021 may be double the weddings, because so many people pushed 20 into 2021 and the 2021 weddings were already going to happen. So maybe, the florist industry and your industry, maybe some of that, the catering, maybe that'll be exponential and kind of come back at you twofold. Since we are on the internet, the podcast can be listened to globally. And one of the things I like when we talk about, Rome and Floyd County, Northwest Georgia doing business is, we mentioned Broad Street from time to time. And, Rome is just a great little small town. It's Broad Street is a fantastic venue for people who may not have been there before. Of course, locals know. And Rome sits at the merger of the Oostanala River and the Etowah River and forms the Coosa River, for those who may not be aware. Of course, all Romans are. And it's so pretty, and there's river walks and trails, and you guys are right in the mix of all of that. So if anybody's doing a convention, and you're the place to stay, right?
That's it. Only at the Courtyard.
So, I mean, do you use that in your sales pitch about your location and the beauty of Rome and things like that?
Yes, we definitely push about the walking distance to Broad Street, and even the tennis courts that's right across the street, and the Barron Stadium, and we're just perfectly situated, which is great, and we're able to accommodate to multiple different walks of life that comes in the area.
Yeah. Rachel, how was your business affected by the pandemic, and are you starting to see an upturn again, hopefully?
Well, I started the wellness aspect of my business pretty much in the middle of the pandemic.
Was that a good or bad thing?
Yeah. I just had to. It was just something that God had been leading me to do for a while, and I just really wanted to do it because there's just so much need for it, really. I mean, there's just so much, because it's people like you guys, at the Courtyard, that you kept going and you kept going, and there's a lot of people that have a hard time going. I mean, especially business owners and others. I mean, like the restaurant business being hit so hard, and there were so many industries, and so people are just really full of stress, and really starting to give up on their dreams, possibly, of what they want to do. And I don't want to see that. I feel like I have something to offer. Lazarus Tribe has something to offer, and we want to help people just continue on and believe that they can come back from this difficult year that we had in 2020.
So explain to me what a customer experiences with you. Is it conversation? Is it meditation? What exactly are your services, for lack of a better word?
Sure. Yeah. So the first thing is really just a compassionate conversation and a consultation. We look at your stress signals to see what kind of signals your body and your behavior is sending you to say, hey, there's something going on. You might just really need to deal with this. It doesn't mean that there's anything just horribly wrong with you, medically or anything like that necessarily, but it just means that you need to pay attention to it. And so then we put together a personalized program that includes things like aromatherapy, nutritional and herbal supplementation, and then guided meditation. And that guided meditation, kind of intimidates a lot of people. You think that you have to be some kind of monk that's able to just be quiet and has no pressures of the world at all to be able to meditate. And that's not at all the case. Anybody can do it. Even 1 minute a day of it, you can, experience some benefit from that.
I think I would be scared to disappear into my own brain. Don't know what's in there. Richard, do you ever get stressed?
There, and you can't come back from that.
Richard, do you ever get stressed out?
Almost every day we encounter some kind of stress. Enough people don't show up for the job, or as many cases, are the people going to be there when we started? We started in Rome. Monday, this is Wednesday, so it'd be Wednesday night at 11:30, pouring those street cuts. 20 as you are out to Coosa, they're cutting the street up and then pouring it back at night.
Oh, and
that's on the road.
Yeah, that's you.
We're pouring the concrete. The construction company's doing all the work. We're just bringing them the concrete to go in the hole.
I got you.
So yeah, we were doing that the other night from about 11:30 till 4 o'clock in the morning. The next day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's a 24-hour business you're in.
We aim to please.
Like the hotel business. Richard, what do you guys do to market yourselves, or is it word of mouth, or do you advertise? Do you do things in the paper or radio or anything, or?
We don't. We do some things in the radio. I mean, some things in the paper. We don't do a lot of radio advertising. We do a lot of marketing to construction companies by sending out information, and we try to participate in several chambers throughout our market area, because we go from Union City at the airport to LJ in North Georgia and points in between. So
yeah, so that makes sense. You take advantage of the chamber relationship, and I guess that's worked for you here in Rome, Floyd.
It will.
Yeah.
We're excited to be part of the community. So,
are you on social media at all?
we have a Facebook page. Yes, sir.
What about you guys at the hotel? Does your advertising go outside the market to let people know about it, or are you radio, or are you newspaper, or are you social media? What do you guys do?
Well, we do have a social media platform with Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and all of that. But Marriott alone, we do connect. We are a franchise hotel. Our ownership group is Duke Hospitality. So with having a small franchise company, but carrying that big flag of Marriott, we have lots of avenues for our advertising and things of that nature. But for our local advertisement, we do, lean on Facebook and our social media. But we have found, for our success and for when things were okay and we were doing Mother's Day brunches and Valentine's dinners and things like that, in Rome area, it's more of the print that's needed. You have a lot of, the clientele that we are trying to get to that don't do social media. And we found that, it works for certain, but it doesn't work for all. So, a lady might want to come and bring her husband and they've been married for 50 years. She's probably not on social media. They're probably waiting for that newspaper article to come out or that ad in the newspaper for them to know. So, doing print ad is now our another avenue we're starting to look into and getting it out from a local perspective.
Gotcha. Rachel, what about you? Having just started, what does your marketing campaign look like?
Yeah, we're testing out a lot of different things. I agree with you ladies about doing kind of a mix of things. So we are on social media, Lazarus Tribe Wellness. We're on Facebook, also on LinkedIn, and right now we're promoting our website because there's some free opportunities for people to try out some things with us. So there's some information about that on our website, ltwellness.co. And so we're really trying to promote their website, doing some things on Google, Google advertising. And, but actually I spoke with a lady yesterday about some print advertising in our community. And so we're going to take advantage of that with the, I think it's the Floyd, healthcare. Oh gosh, what did she tell me? But they do health fairs basically around the community and provide some information to those. So we'll have a little ad on there. So just kind of wanting to see how do we best reach the people that need us, in our community and also virtually because we do virtual services here as well. So we have kind of a wide range of people we want to reach.
And I guess part of the marketing strategy, at least connecting strategy, goes through you guys, right, Thomas, at the chamber. That's part of the deal, right?
That's part of the deal, and it's just beautiful to follow this conversation. And I was thinking, where are the connecting parts? This subject about it in this conversation could be wellness. We all are forced to stay at home. Why not call it like a staycation with all of you guys involved? People have time, and they can't travel away, so they stay at home. They do home projects. I'm doing a home project right now, and I'm thinking about, including concrete. Concrete countertops, concrete, sinks, and just give it something different touch. With you, Rachel. Why not taking a mental break? You don't have to have a mental breakdown to see you. Just, just get your motivation back up and have this mental break with you. And, and I just love what you said with don't give up on your dreams. And then, you guys at the Courtyard, the patio is just beautiful, and we have this wonderful trail system in Rome, just go for a walk and have a drink and, enjoy the views, especially in a day like that. The views are just gorgeous there. And, why not stay a night there? It's beautiful. So, and that's what we love, and that's the connection. That's what I see, just with you guys, wellness and staycation, why not?
I am a little
customer, Rachel.
What did you say, Tasha?
I'll be your first customer. The stress is there, honey.
Oh my gosh, I would love to help. And it was actually Thomas's idea the first time we met at the chamber. He and Jeannie it was wonderful. They took so much time and just listened to to what my business was about, and we spoke for a while, and mentioned having some opportunities at a local hotel for travelers coming in, and it would be so much fun for me to just have a time to present some wellness tips and just some stress reduction tips with aromatherapy and meditation, and to do that as an offering for your travelers and your your visitors coming through, I think would be great.
Sold.
Yeah. Let's figure it out. Let's do it. I'm ready.
See, we're making business happen here.
There you
go. Just around the room one last time, just contact information, Richard. If people have concrete needs there at Wayne Davis Concrete, what's the best contact information, phone number, email, website, whatever you want to mention?
We have a website under WayneDavisConcrete.com. Our local number there in Rome is 706-204-0025.
Beautiful. Thank you.
The plant staff 5 to 6 days a week. We also deliver on Saturdays.
All right.
6 days.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Taisha, Barbara, best way to make reservations or find out maybe about booking an event or making reservations for a room or a event space. What do they need to do?
Yeah, so we have multiple avenues, but you can always go to www.marriott.com/RMGCY, and that will take you directly to our homepage on the Marriott.com site. You can always call in hotel 706-295-7006, and our sales manager that books it, cooks it, and takes care of it is Barbara Reeves, which is barbara.reeves@dukehospitality.com. And for any meeting space needs, we do on-site catering. So any catering needs, if you're still trying to rebook or plan, that's the other avenue that you can do for our hotel.
Beautiful. Thank you, ladies. And Rachel, contact information for you at Lazarus Tribe Wellness.
Yes. So our website is www.ltwellness.co. If they go on there, there's a special opportunity for an ebook about natural help for anxiety. And also, we've just started this month a free Facebook group for professionals about secrets to self-care. So on that website, there's also information for how to join in there just to get some tips. And our number, of course, to just speak with me or schedule an appointment, 706-237-6488.
And Thomas, chamber contact information?
Yeah, easiest way to find us is Google us, Rome Floyd Chamber. Our website is romega.com. We're on One Riverside Parkway here in Rome, right next to Broad Street. Phone number is 706-291-7663.
Well, this was entertaining, y'all. Informative. This was a good group. There's actually personality here.
Well, it was nice to meet everyone.
Yeah. Thanks for laying our concrete, Richard.
Yes, we appreciate it. We enjoyed it.
Still standing. We're good.
Yeah.
And over to Fairfield at the tennis courts there at Berry College right now, putting up another one. So.
Wow, good. Yeah. Rome grows. Richard's building it. Or pouring it.
Yes, sir. We're delivering the concrete.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank everybody so much. I appreciate it. You have been listening to the Rome Floyd Chamber Small Business Spotlight. I'm Roger Manis with Rome Business Radio. We've been broadcasting from the Hardy Realty Studios, and we work in cooperation with the Rome News Tribune. Thank you so much for listening.